If you've ever tossed raw rice into your garden thinking it's harmless organic matter, stop right there. This quiet habit might be doing more damage to your soil than you realize. What looks like innocent kitchen waste can slowly sabotage plant roots, disrupt soil life, and introduce a toxic element that doesn't belong in healthy beds. Today on Soilsage Chronicles, we're cutting through myths and getting straight to the truth about raw rice, arsenic, and long-term soil health. Why raw rice raises red flags in the garden. Raw rice is often praised online as a cheap soil booster, pest deterrent, or microbial food source. The problem is that rice is not just a starch, it is one of the crops most efficient at absorbing arsenic from water and soil during cultivation. This happens because rice is typically grown in flooded conditions, where arsenic becomes more available and mobile. Once absorbed, it stays locked inside the grain. When you bury raw rice in garden soil, you are not just adding carbohydrates, you are introducing trace amounts of inorganic arsenic directly into the root zone. Over time, repeated applications can cause arsenic to accumulate, especially in beds with poor drainage or high organic matter that binds heavy metals. This is not instant plant death, it's slow damage, the kind gardeners don't notice until yields drop, roots weaken, or plants show unexplained stress. So, let's talk about understanding arsenic and how it behaves in soil. Arsenic is a naturally occurring element, but, natural does not mean safe. In soil, arsenic interferes with phosphorus uptake, which plants totally rely on for energy transfer, root growth, and flowering. Because arsenic chemically mimics phosphorus, plants absorb it by mistake. Once inside, it disrupts vital metabolic processes. Healthy soils really do depend on balance. Beneficial microbes, fungi, and earthworms all contribute to nutrient cycling, but arsenic throws that balance off. It reduces microbial activity, suppresses mycorrhizal fungi, and weakens the underground network that actually keeps plants resilient. The danger is cumulative. A single handful of raw rice won't destroy your garden, but repeated use, season after season, slowly increases arsenic concentration in the soil profile. Raised beds, containers, and intensively managed gardens are especially vulnerable because, contaminants have nowhere to escape. So, what gardeners mistake raw rice for? Many gardeners, confuse raw rice with fermented inputs like compost teas or grain-based microbial feeds. The difference really comes down to preparation and biology. Raw rice is biologically inactive. It just does not break down quickly. Instead, it swells, ferments unevenly, and can create these anaerobic pockets that actually favor harmful microbes. As it decomposes, it also attracts pests. Rodents, ants, and certain fungal pathogens, they really love raw starch. What starts as a soil amendment can honestly quickly become a pest magnet. Cooked or fermented grains, on the other hand, behave quite differently. Heat and fermentation alter the chemical structure, reduce bioavailable arsenic, and make nutrients accessible to microbes rather than harmful to roots. Raw rice, though, skips all those safety steps. Signs your soil may already be affected. Arsenic damage rarely announces itself clearly. Plants may show stunted growth, weak root systems, or leaves that yellow despite adequate nutrition. You might see poor seed germination or plants that struggle even in well-amended soil. Root crops are especially sensitive. Carrots, beets, and radishes grown in arsenic-affected soil often develop poorly formed roots and bitter flavors. Leafy greens may grow but accumulate trace arsenic themselves, which becomes a food safety concern. If your garden beds have received raw rice regularly and performance has declined without an obvious reason, soil contamination is a possibility worth addressing. Safer alternatives that actually improve soil do exist. The goal behind using rice is usually to feed soil life, but you can do that safely without risking contamination. Fully composted organic matter remains the gold standard. Compost, dilutes potential toxins, stabilizes nutrients, and supports microbial diversity. If you want a microbial stimulant, fermented grain water is far safer than raw grain. To make a basic fermented grain solution, rinse 1 cup of rice thoroughly, then discard the rice and keep only the rinse water. Add 4 cups of clean water to that rinse water. Cover loosely and let it ferment for 24 hours in a warm place. After fermentation, dilute the solution at a ratio of 1 cup fermented liquid to 10 cups of water before applying to soil. This method feeds microbes without adding solid grain or concentrated arsenic to the bed. Mulching with leaves, straw, or grass clippings also provides slow, balanced carbon that soil organisms can process naturally. So, can arsenic be removed once it's in the soil? Well, removing arsenic is pretty difficult, but the damage can actually be reduced. Organic matter helps bind arsenic and reduce its availability to plants. And, adding clean compost consistently over time can dilute contamination and support those microbial populations that stabilize soil chemistry. Good drainage is, honestly, just critical. Waterlogged soils increase arsenic mobility. Raised beds with well-structured soil are way less prone to buildup than compacted ground. Crop rotation also matters. It's best to avoid growing edible crops in suspect soil until balance is restored. Instead, focus on cover crops that build biomass and root structure. The bigger lesson for gardeners, honestly, is that this isn't just about rice. It's about understanding that not everything organic belongs in soil, Gardening shortcuts often ignore long-term consequences, and soil remembers what you add to it. Healthy gardening is not about dumping inputs, it's about feeding systems intelligently. Every amendment should have a purpose, a preparation method, and a clear benefit backed by soil science. Soilsage Chronicles is about wisdom over trends. Ancient practices worked because they respected soil biology, not because they were convenient. Final thoughts for fellow soil stewards. Raw rice is not a soil amendment, it is a potential contaminant. What seems harmless today can quietly undermine your garden tomorrow. The healthiest gardens are built on patience, observation, and informed choices. If this changed how you think about soil inputs, share this with another gardener who needs to hear it. Subscribe to Soilsage Chronicles for grounded, science-backed wisdom that protects your soil for the long run. Your garden's future starts beneath your feet.